Oh man, these guys are next level talent-wise. It's gonna take a lot for me to win this event, but anything special can happen.
I started off really well, kind of caught a bad break on hole 1 and rolled to circle 2 and didn't run it as hard as I should have and missed that, but then went on a pretty good tear after that.
I threw the disc really well for the most part. I didn't really make very many putts. I didn't have to.
Well, I made a putter switch, busted out the pier. I didn't miss a putt, so I don't know what made me do it, but I said, I'm starting a new tour. It's the second leg. Let me start with a new putter, new change, and I think it worked pretty good. I'm glad about it. Ever since they haven't had it during the April swing, it's been a different event here. Like Worlds had them, us had no wind. So it's just been a completely drastic change, but it just depends on the conditions. I think it's going to be another one of those 5-stroke swings between 15 spots this week.
The wind's not beating me up. I don't have to have sandbags around my ankles so I don't blow away. You never know what's going to happen in Emporia, so 5 down would be good. We've seen 14 under.
I think you're going to have to continue to score hot throughout this week. It's just the course plays easy when the wind's down. If the wind picks up, I think there's going to be quite a bit more separation. Definitely will still be people that are throwing the disc well and scoring really well, but there's not going to be like a dozen people in double digits.
Hello everyone, and welcome to round 2 front 9 action of our league card here at the 2023 Dynamic Discs Open. We are of course here in Emporia, Kansas, a place that accepts disc golf truly like any other place we ever go.
You're right about that.
We got BigBarri commentary of course in the booth, Paul Ulibarri, Jerm and Koling, bringing you all the exciting action from another very scoreable country club.
Calvin, first.
Yeah.
Circle 1 in regulation, C1X, birdie rate. Those are a good combination if you're trying to win tournaments. Matty O back on the tour. And he's kind of just picking up where he left off, man. Consistent golfer this year and last year.
And well, for the last 20 years.
Yeah, 2
really.
decades.
Parker Welck, though, this is a player that you have not seen here on Jomez before, and I would imagine you're going to see more often. He's had a terrific season thus far, really breaking out, dedicating himself to the tour just like so many people are, and you're going to see big backhands, big forehands from him today. And Emerson Keith, rounding out the card, the player who won a couple weeks ago on a golf-style format. He's here again. Can't count him out. He has a winning taste in his mouth, so he's got that. It's blood in the water.
Yeah.
And Emerson's the shark he's always wanted to be. On to hole 1, par 5, 1,224 feet. OB left. I think they bring that in just a couple inches every year. And that road, I think they bring that road in a little bit too every year too. Big tee shot, mostly hyzer for everybody, and played conservative from there.
Let's give it up for Calvin Heimburg.
Calvin not looking for too much off this tee. I say that because that's his most overstable driver, which means he's just trying to hit the fairway.
That being said, he goes 600 feet.
Yeah, probably right around 500 bills right there.
Yeah, it's a downhill tee shot, but I think you're right. That's probably in the 470 to 500 range.
From Creola, Alabama, the 2021 Stafford Open champion, Matthew Orum.
Matty-O's got some fans out there.
Orum. Rocking the Tipsy Elf shirt. I actually have that shirt. Let's go, Matty-O. Bringing the palm trees back to Emporia 2 days in a row.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome seeing Matty-O compete week in, week out, the top level.
From Huntington Beach, California, let's give it up for Parker Welck.
Parker's the one that I'm most excited about to watch today.
San Diego native, and right off the bat, we're seeing that big distance just getting over the little rough stuff. I feel like that stuff came into play a lot more back in the day. I don't know, those arborvitaes used to catch us and swallow our discs whole. By the way, if you land in one of those green areas on the right side, your disc is gone. Go back to the DD shop and buy a new one because you've lost your disc. It's gone forever. Have you ever gone in there?
In where?
Oh, Emerson.
Huge skip, down slope, It's the one spot you don't want to hit this fairway on with any hyzer because it actually does gradually move from left to right on the slope angle. And they cut that grass every single day with tweezers so that it's the fastest fairway.
They wax that part of the green as well. You forgot about the waxing part.
And then they ice it.
Boy, that is hanging on tight. That also a missed shot there from Matteo getting away with it.
Now, here's what's cool about Parker's game is whatever way you want it, he's got 5 bills.
Yep.
Which is far.
And 5 bills, he's not necessarily saying 500 feet. He's saying he's got 5 bills. He's going to throw it farther than you by a long, long way.
Yeah, he'll bet you. Oh, he would be a good one for the sidearm backhand challenge, like the distance one.
Yeah.
Where, like, how far
We've
can
never
he-
done that, but we've talked about that for so many years. Who's got the longest forehand backhand combo? I mean, it's AB, but who's got the second farthest backhand forehand
It's
combo?
Wiggins.
Gossage has got no Wiggins forehands backhand. You're just saying percentage wise. Anyways, back to our card. Coming up short there on the right side is Emerson. Out of position after that tee shot.
Don't do that, you naughty disc.
Matteo didn't need that.
That's the trick about this hole, though. You have to be perfect, and it really pays dividends.
Yes. So close.
It really pays dividends.
Still really good.
To be short enough to where you can throw a mid-range or a putter.
You want to
there.
come into this
Like,
green
watch
slow.
this. Never mind. Don't watch this.
Yeah, it wasn't really fluffy either. It came in there with hyzer and speed.
But that's what you're looking for. You're looking for a putter to land there so it doesn't get that little squiggly roll.
This to save par. That will be an early drop shot. Interesting stat here on the first hole. Both round 1 and round 2, this hole averaged 511. And each time it was the 4th most difficult hole on the course. Didn't change a bit between the 2 rounds.
Yeah, and I was saying how
Matteo,
that's
nice
a great
jumper.
putt, how it was an easy hole, and I'm a dummy.
It feels that way in comparison to so many of these holes out here. The fairway is so wide. And that being said, Emerson missing the fairway off the tee.
Ew, give it to him, though. So safe. Matteo, though, I'm glad he didn't see the reaction of his disc, because if he did, it makes his putt a little harder.
You know,
I really think that.
if you're at the bottom of that hill, I think you could. It's a safe assumption most of the time that you probably were very close to parking it.
Yes, but the way his did,
Yeah,
that was slow.
It was dirty.
That was slow rolling.
It was dirty.
Yeah, that's like you're like,
Whoa.
whoa.
Tristan Tanner alert. Yeah, 1 under first round put him down there in the 80s. A nice little 12 under return piece right up to the top. Obviously,
12-piece McNugget.
yeah, it's hard to get 12-piece McNuggets. They don't serve them in that size quantity, but Tristan Tanner took them.
Mm-hmm.
Got 2 free nuggets in the pack, and he walked out of here with a 12. I think that was with a bogey as well.
That's crazy. Hole 2, though, that's a 4-piece McNugget.
Yeah.
700 and something feet. Matteo going with this little easy route, but
That is gonna be a bonus birdie at this point.
yes.
Yes.
But he can definitely get there.
Sure.
It's playing 470.
It's a long,
far.
long, long, long way.
I was on the other side, that's how I know. And I threw a pretty good one, and I was 50 short.
Calvin is just going straight out of bounds. This
is
where did this even cross? I mean, that crossed so early. Calvin is going to be out of bounds, and he's going to be 500 to the pin.
Terry, can we get a
Stop
mark
it.
on where he went out of bounds?
Emerson Keith, annihilation. Perfect angle, and look at this thing race up the hill. This is one of the better drives you're ever going to see.
Wow, that's a putter in.
Yeah, Calvin, this is bonus par territory at this point.
Oh no!
And this is coming
needs
up
to
short and left.
Sit actually. Okay, he hit the top of the hill. That's good.
60 7 feet from the pin.
Terry, what's the vibe out there on the course?
Well, it's
actually
a little slow right now, Paul.
That's not Terry. I know that's Big Jerm.
Parker, look at that. Right there, right off the bat, 470 to the pin as far as the way it plays, and he just puts it circle's edge.
Is this going to get out of the tall stuff and skip?
Grass,
No.
The grass in Kansas in the summer is, I don't care if it's shorter, it is a more humid.
It's got bristles because it's got to
Sticky.
withstand the wind.
It is a sticky type of grass, for sure. Yeah, Matteo got caught up in the high stuff too, so just a layup, be a par here on 2.
It's a lot of like the grass in like Arizona and stuff to where you would never go out in the grass barefoot because it's just like bristly and thorns everywhere. And
Well, this would be a sick birdie to get. Parker over the rim and in. Congratulations, sir. You are the only player on the league group 2 under through 2. And Emerson just playing it picture perfect. Really doing all the work off the tee. The approach was still good, but it's so simple if you can see half of the basket once you get over that hillside.
see those flags moving? We don't even notice those because of how windy it usually is here. It's like literally calm. On a different course, you would say, yeah, there's a little breeze. But on this course,
those feather banners they always look like the wind's blowing. They're designed to look that way.
they have little baby fans on them.
You look at the flag sticks. The fact that they're not moving, that's the better indication of how much the wind is really not a factor. On to hole 3, par 3. Downhill the whole way, low ceiling. Options off the tee are a backhand straight or a forehand wide is what you're going to see most of the players going with. 466 feet makes this one really feel like a nice bonus get. Parker's just going to get there all hyzer. Oh, this is tight.
It needs to get down.
Yes, it does. And, oh, goodness gracious, so close. I thought that high ceiling catch the foliage might have helped him a little bit.
But in hindsight, it might have hurt him. Look at this. This is a lot of power.
Was that
Emmy.
Emerson Keith's sidearm drive is just outside bullseye. That is blowing my mind. That is so far.
Matteo, too?
I'm not ready. I'm not at a place mentally where I'm ready to say Emerson Keith has a farther sidearm than me. So I'm just going to go ahead and...
Definitely. Are you serious? Right?
I'm not at that place. You can say it all you want, dude. I'm not there yet.
Emerson blasts. So does
Good
Calvin.
for him. I'm just not ready. Do you hear me?
What
Look at
about
this.
Calvin?
Going long in the bullseye. I'm not at that place either. But I need to be.
He barely threw it, though, is the thing. He's just like,
Look, dude.
baby shot.
Let's change the subject. Dude parked it. Bullseye. And it was very simple looking. Oh.
Full commitment.
Yeah, very awkward stance and gave it a good run.
Uh-oh. Sit, you bad disc.
Yeah.
There are ramps on the top.
They're
of
the
these ones.
flat top baskets, and they do produce a lot of skips. You have to not get the double bogey. Good bogey save, if it can be said. Avoiding the double dodo. Emerson Keith, man, fantastic drive. One of our fantastic viewers left a comment yesterday that I was reading about the bogey and why it's a bogey. A bogey is apparently like a mythical bird that you can't find. So it's like the birdie that you were trying to get, you couldn't find it, and that's why you got the bogey. So it actually does have a fringe reference to a bird.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. I gotta look that up, but I'm pretty sure that's a sweet story if that's the case. And look at that card here.
Wow.
Somehow they've managed to do it.
Everybody with the 11s.
Double hockey sticks. Hole 4, a nifty little 433-foot, very low ceiling for the players going back in, and we saw Calvin hit the cage here last year, which is just bonkers. Big forehand for Emerson.
Bonkers.
Kind of bonkers.
No, it's just funny because that's what it did. It bonked it.
Yeah.
So it's like... All right, Emerson with the teeniest of forehands.
Calvin breaking the traditional game plan, and he's going to be challenging the wall, and he skips over just like we saw Chris Clemens do in the first round. Calvin challenging and getting the reward. Very surprised to not see him go up the middle, though.
Oh, Maddie, calm down with it, bro.
Oh, no! Bonkers part 2. No.
Wow.
Are you serious?
Oh, I'm serious.
You
Watch
have,
this.
Oh my God, what a shot.
Oh, if the basket's a little
just-
farther, it's in the hole.
Oh my God, that thing was on the rise. Oh, what a shot. Slow down, okay? Let's not go too long on this 433-foot sidearm hyzer. Jeez Louise, Parker.
Oh, man, that's way in the bushes, it looks like. That's tough putt over there.
Yeah.
Emerson.
Oh!
In and out.
Close. Very, very close. Parker, he's got a window. And delivers it in, and just like one, left side and low is good enough. That's a good start for Parker. All right, Calvin, I see you, man. Birding it in all types of ways. Maddie, oh, wow.
I wonder if he's going fast. Looks like it. Looks
The
like
way
a
that
pretty-
thing skipped, that seemed like a fast disc for sure. That shape was just absolutely gorgeous. There's just no chance it wasn't going to be coming close to the pin. I had no idea that he did that. That was very cool. 3 birdies on 4 is good. That's a pretty good feeling birdie to get.
Hole 5, par 4, 675 feet. Out of bounds left and right. I guess it all depends on your drive, how hard your approach is going to be. It usually is, but on this one in particular, because you could land it inbounds and then just have a really, really tough spot the closer you get, which is a rarity. If you throw it as far as these guys, though, you're going to try to just pump it up into these trees right here.
Yeah.
And then it makes everything easier. But that's tough to do because that is 520 feet away from the hole. And
What's 520 from the hole?
where his drive landed.
520 from the tee.
Yeah. Pardon me. Which is something that you guys listening can't do.
Jeez,
And
I'm not going
that's-
to berate our audience anymore. We've knocked them down so many times.
No, because they'd be closer because I messed it up.
Oh, there you go. You're
no.
full of surprises.
That was a good kind of kick.
Interesting reaction off the sidewalk for sure for Parker. It's going to be an interesting approach decision he's got coming up with. I think the only person who really has a good approach so far is going to be Matty O off that far left side. But these guys will figure something out, I'm sure. Parker at first. He's going to go that big hyzer route. This one can be tricky because that wide limb on the right side is hanging out over OB.
This one needs to scoot.
Wow.
He
What
scooted.
a shot. If that hits the grass on the right side of the path, probably staying OB.
Yeah. This is limmies.
Yeah, this is scary.
No limmies.
Not scary anymore.
Bullsies.
Yeah.
Party in the bullseye.
If that's what scary looks like, I don't mind having Emerson Keith's nightmares. But yeah, look how much open space Matty O has there swinging that hyzer. We've got 3 bullseyes. Maybe Parker's just outside, but it's very close. And Calvin
that's
going for the
gotta
biggest
go.
gap. Yeah. Oh, and just short of bullseye, unfortunately for Calvin. It's just going to be a birdie, but not a tap in.
You don't know that. This is a tester.
Yeah, I think that if I stand behind that putt, it might be a little testy feeling.
Oh, I'm not going to berate you. I'm not. You're
I
really,
had a tough one yesterday on the greens.
Really good, dude. You're a great putter. And that comes from the heart. I mean that.
And a star frame for our lead card coming up here, barring a catastrophic spit out. Hole's been kind of eating up, or getting eaten up by the pro field over the last 2 days. It was the second easy, it was the 4th easiest in round 1, but it was actually middle of the pack in round 2. It's where it should be, because this hole does have a little bit of teeth, especially when your 22-footer rolls to 45 feet.
Ezra coming in with a 10 piece right there.
Yeah.
1 hole to play too. Could get to 11.
Yeah, it was kind of surprising to see Ezra and Tristan, who played these style courses so well, so far back after round 1. You knew that at some point, the way that they play those big shots, they were going to make some effort to get back into it.
This is just a right to left moving hyzer.
That's it. OB near the green.
And there you have it.
Yeah,
And circle's
definitely.
edge.
Yeah. A lot of meat left on the plate there. Matty O also, that might be going to be long.
No.
Okay, that's where it's the widest. If that's where our camera guy is right there, he's getting close to that OB line. The closer to the pin you get, the tighter it gets.
A lot of meat left on the bone. But I feel like this card,
This looks pretty good.
they do
Yeah.
not finish their plates.
Yeah, exactly. They're not leaving leftovers.
Not exactly what I meant. But this is going to skip right up in.
No, that's what I think we're in the same page there. No? Okay.
I'm saying they're all string beans.
Oh, gosh.
They're
Emerson, that's perfect.
Here we go. Give it to him.
Yeah.
What a beauty.
That's a clean plate club right there.
Mm-hmm. Do we get a first down from him?
Yeah, come on. Throw it. No.
Dang.
He did it. We just didn't see it. That's okay.
Okay.
CPC. Yeah, these guys are finishing the deal. Parker, a little bit less effort. Emerson, even less effort than that. Emerson's really given himself a good opportunity to score well because he's not stressing himself out with a lot of those longer putts. On 1 and 4, yeah, a little bit. But other than that, he has been inside the bullseye 3 of the 5 holes thus far. That really helps calm the nerves, if there are any.
Man, look at those people just switching up on the right. Now we got a new person on the top.
I was looking at our card. Who's on the top right now?
Ricky I saw.
Oh, okay. No surprise there. The defending champion of this event. Hole 7 has a low ceiling box of a little area you got to get out of. You want to get down to the bottom of that hill there, right where that flight line dips. Calvin's going to be... Actually, this isn't... He didn't get all of this, but this is still a decent drive. Still at the bottom of the hill. But by being so far left, he's going to have a couple of trees at the bottom of the hill to contend with.
Beauty from Matteo.
This is just exactly what you're looking for.
Piped.
That will be unobstructed. Still a little bit of a low ceiling, but because he's at the bottom of the hill, that ceiling gets a little bit higher. And the angle for the approach there is just insanely good. Parker with a great drive there. High ceiling as well. I didn't know that could still... Oh, no.
Oh, safe.
Is it short enough? No, it's not.
Oh, wow.
It's so funny to see. That's funny, really, but it's strange for me to see someone else do that because I've never made that mistake before in my life, not in practice or anything. I did the same thing. I'm surprised we don't see it more often, though, because that low ceiling does force you to throw that sidearm very low to the ground and trust it, and oftentimes that results in a cut roller.
I know, that is funny.
Stop it.
I've done it, too. I did it at the World Championships, which is hurts a little more.
Yeah, I can see that. Matteo in the circle definitely wanted to be a little bit closer. Calvin's got to go this backdoor sidearm and put a good move on that one.
Deal. Ooh, kind of leaking, though. One step in on a high rise, not your favorite. Uphill. Oh, Parker going with the sidearm 2-piece. Very nice. He's playing very good.
Yeah, he's going to have his 6th birdie through 7 holes. No pars yet for Parker. And Emerson will drop another shot here.
Oh. Oh.
I don't know what that was.
I think that was 2 missed putts.
Yeah, I think there's a case for that for sure. I think he was trying to do the thing where you spin the disc really fast and
threw it.
And then just kind of had a unathletic moment.
Mm-hmm. Wonder what that's like. No, I think you're right. And for those of you in the comments, oh, stroke him, that's not how it works.
It wasn't an intent to throw. It was an unathletic moment.
Yep. Which is the only time that I intend to throw.
Calvin just squeaking that over the rim. Officially off to a good one now. 5 straight birdies heading into a beautiful par 5 here. Before we get into the hole, I do have a little bit of a shout out that I got to give. I didn't even think to look at the scores yesterday, but Ricky King coming up with the only eagle of the day and maybe one of the only eagles I've ever heard of on this hole. Big backhand, big forehand, and a 70-foot putt. Came up last night at the Fly Mart and said, hey man, you didn't give me a shout out. And I was like, well, you're going to get one tomorrow, buddy. So there you go.
What a 3.
Yeah, it's insane. And he said that he actually had a 60-footer in round 2 and missed the putt.
What kind of sidearm does this guy have?
Not a good one, he said. He's like, I don't know how I got up there, but I did, and then I made the putt. Calvin's a great drive there, keeping it low, avoiding the big skip.
What is Parker doing?
Oh my goodness, man. That
Are you serious right now?
is insanely good.
Never seen the flex play like for the power.
Yeah, for the big distance as well. The flex play is nice because you're keeping the disc in the fairway for long, but you don't normally get the big distance. Matteo creeping out of bounds. That told me a lot about Parker's trust in his forehand. Emerson, if this is overstable, yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, still gonna be, no, just barely creeping.
Yeah, there's like too much stability, and there is like the perfect stability. I think that that's too much because when you get down on that hillside,
They
it
bounce.
does do the bounce.
Yeah.
You want it coming in with a little less hyzer so you get a kind of a skip.
To get that sharp angle that kind of just knifes into the ground.
Oh, this looks like it needs help. Okay. Go. No. Yes.
Wow, hanging on the edge. Yeah, he's safe.
Okay.
Matteo trying to get back into position. He's past the trees in two. So that should be fairly routine up and down to save the par. But look, Parker can see the full basket. I mean, he's got to be thinking, this is a hole that he's got to be drawing up for eagle. Look at that. He is putting for eagle. What is he, circle 1, 40 feet?
Didn't know it was possible with two finger.
What?
But okay.
Oh my gosh.
Maddie. Wow, what a great recovery shot there. Oh, but gonna have to earn it.
Oh, goodness. Surprising to see the forehand. The slope does suit that shot, but I figured he'd just chuck a putter up there. How close Calvin was, man. That newly cut line there exposing the beautiful lake. Parker.
This is definitely the closest I've seen anybody.
Yeah, he's going to be tapping a birdie and not feeling too great about it. Meanwhile, Matteo can tap in the par.
Another.
If you can tap in a 35-footer.
Unathletic moment, man. It's not a good look, man. He's just fumbling all his discs everywhere. Easiest birdie I've ever seen.
Seriously, man. Dissecting the hole in two insanely good forehands. Look at that. Just 6 feet under 1,000 feet, and he was putting from 33 feet for the eagle.
Yeah. I like this card a lot because I feel like there's never going to be a dull moment with these. Like, Matteo has the
always
flair.
exciting.
Calvin has the distance and the consistency, and he's just been playing the best probably of anybody all year. Emerson.
Probably, yeah. Yes.
Emerson playing
He's there.
very well, making those crazy long putts with the long stroke, and he's just like, the way that he gets his power is insane. And now Parker, like,
Edge. I'm just excited to do my job every day because these guys are always so good. So good. Calvin hasn't sniffed a par in quite some time. Might be smelling par now. Par would be pretty great at this point. Over that wall so he doesn't have to go to the drop zone, but he's in the Jungle Book.
Okay. I give you all the props, and then you hit a spectator.
To be fair, he was trying to park the hole.
Yeah.
That will cross the OB cart path.
But then I guess he can just go sidearm from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, scrambling. Everybody's going to be scrambling. Let's see if Emerson can. Oh.
This is going to be tight and right, but he's at least going to be on the edge of the fairway, but not in position to birdie, I can't imagine. Tough thing for Matteo to consider at this point is that you really can't get too aggressive because there is OB at the top of the hill. So you can't just throw it as far as you want. You have to place it at the corner. And he's done a very good job there. I think he's going to have 250, maybe 240 to the pin.
I think it needs
it's not,
to go right.
Not far enough right, but it's way up there.
Oh. Oh, no.
Oh, fantastic.
Very good. Yeah. I don't think we realize how good that was.
Mhm.
Easily clip something and be right back where he ended up, or go too far, cut roll. There's so many different things that could have happened, and Emerson's getting crazy aggressive here.
Yeah, that's
still
cutting the corner. You almost have to throw it completely backwards from that stance there. That right side can be very tricky. Matteo trying to save a par again on hole 9, and he has done so with a beautiful turnover approach. I think he just gave the crowd a second down.
Second down and 4.
Yeah, it's like, that's good. You'll take second down 4 every time. Oh, say yeah. 9th down and 4. What is, oh. So the disc isn't even lying down, it's suspended, and they're looking at the outer circumference edge. What? Okay, what in the ninja was that? Through the tree twice in the same hole.
What a putt.
Okay, come on, please slow-mo. Yes! Yes! Ah, let's go! That was fantastic. Oh my gosh. All right, Parker, you're gaining fans today, my man.
That would have hurt my legs.
It actually hurt my legs looking at that.
That was such a good putt.
OB5.
Yeah.
So good. So good. Way to not surrender the double dodo, man. That could have been a very, very bad way to finish this front 9.
You got hops on there, too.
Athletic, spry young fella. The card walking away here with only 1 bogey, that's a testament to true grit there. That they were all in a bad position off the tee and making it work for them. Taking a look at that leaderboard, we got Alden Harris now at the top, 17 under, tied with Evan Smith. Ezra Aderhold, great round, 11 under to get there into 16, bringing his name back into contention. But there are a lot of birdies to be had on this back 9. Those numbers are going to need to be a little bit lower if they want to be in contention going into the final day. But we are officially halfway through the event. 9 more holes here to go in round 2 in Emporia.
Yeah, I can't imagine anybody's really going to pull away at this tournament. We saw a little bit of separation at the last one in Portland, but this weekend,
no,
it's not going to happen. Too many birdies to be had.
It's a sprint and endurance race here in Emporia. If that wind doesn't come out, like Calvin said in the intro, it's going to be a lot of birdies at a very low score to win this event. Come on back for the back 9. See you in a moment.